Hi, good afternoon.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, good.
Nice to see you.
Same here. You are looking fresh.
Right.
So I will add you as a presenter.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it's done. Now you can share whatever that you want to share. So it's at 2:30 only, and
Okay.
so people may take 5 minutes,
So
10
what I
minutes to
did
join.
was, see, basically, bronze parameters are only two things. One, training
Yeah.
sheet.
No,
There is
you
nothing
take it
in
very
bronze.
general, no issues.
Okay, so I'll take it.
Uh,
No, all the silver and gold parameters are same. So all
yeah,
those 5 parameters, I'll just start with the introduction of quality, where
yeah,
it all started, and
yeah,
then I will take them to the parameters of Z,
yeah,
rather
yeah,
than bronze. Right.
yeah.
So my voice is clear,
Yeah, your voice is clear.
right? Okay. Okay. I'll try. That means now I can present it, right? I have to see there where I can present.
Yeah, you can present
More
it like
action.
there. Yeah, there is a one share button. Uh,
I'm not able to see a share button. Oh, yes. I have seen share.
yeah.
Okay. Actually, I am used with Zoom. We have a subscription of Zoom because
Okay, okay,
no. So Teams, I am not using much. Anyway, right.
okay.
So do you have an option to breakout room in Teams?
Yeah, we have like all the options are there.
Okay. Because Zoom I use specially for this breakout room.
Hello.
I can make people return.
Hello. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So Zoom, we have that breakout room facility. So that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
So
no. Here MS team also have like only issue with the MS team is it's a one-way street.
okay.
So for example, like for our company, we are having for email and Microsoft Word, Excel, all these things and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
And
Right.
it's very costly compared to other options. Like Zoom is like much economical.
Uh,
Uh,
Zoom, we are paying only 1,400, 100
uh,
participants. That's all.
Yeah. So here it's 1,000 participant allowed, but each
Ah,
participant, the minimum amount we need to pay 125 for silent license per person for the company.
oh, okay.
So if you want a standard version, it's like around 600 rupees or something.
Right.
So that way, like it's very costly, and once you go inside, like
I actually, all
uh,
my services, I go with Google only.
Google
I know
only.
not with Microsoft because they are very costly, or Amazon, AWS
Yeah,
is I use
yeah.
because I have developers. So many of the things I do with AWS, and my developer will do the rest of things.
Okay.
Even the email marketing and all also, that is run by the AWS server.
Okay. Yeah, some people
Yeah.
are joining.
Yeah.
Hi, Mohit. Welcome. Hi, good
Hi.
afternoon.
Hello, sir.
Hello. So Mohit, we will start at 2:30 or 2:35. So once everyone join.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Naveen Jain. Thank you for joining early. And we will start around 2:30, 2:35. So, Mr. Rajan Gopal, I am seeing like you are connected with one Timo in Germany. So, have you ever attended a Indo-German Managers Training Program? You are on mute. You need to unmute.
No, I have not attended, but when it was started by CII some 2014, so I
Okay.
was actively involved, and because I'm a permanent judge for CII for this quality circle programs. So
Okay.
any CII programs come, so I get intervention. So 2014 I was there, but I didn't go for that program. But many of my MSME clients have gone for that.
Okay.
So maybe one Mr. Amol was there. Through them, I've met few people.
Okay.
And Amol.
Yeah. So he is in Germany, and my partner Sonal attended in Timo's Institute in Hamburg.
So we very long back we tried to have an association with them.
Okay.
Some Russian consultant was there. The one was Russian company and other was German company. Both were doing this program, Indo-German program.
Yeah.
So, but somehow it was not but we were trying to have a tie-up with that time.
Okay, great. So in our company, like we normally send one person every year. 6 people attended this.
No, that is very good training program. The way they train, they change the mindset paradigm. Their training program is totally different. They never use slides. They use flip charts. Flip charts. Flip chart they use. Yeah. And simple training, simple, but changing the mindset, bringing that paradigm shift is most important.
Yeah. Welcome, Mr. Vinayak Murthy. Welcome, Mr. Pavitrakar. Good to see you. Good evening. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining early, and we'll start around 2:30. Soundria, can you send one reminders to all the registered people?
It's automatically sent 1 hour before, Sharith.
Okay. Welcome all. Okay, it's 2:30. Welcome all, and we will start in a couple of minutes. And we are expecting more participants to join. Welcome. Okay, so welcome everyone to honor our time and giving respect to time. So let me start introducing our expert today, Mr. Rajagopal. And thank you, Mr. Rajagopal, taking time and being with us and accepting this particular invitations to contribute your knowledge to our MSME ecosystems. So, Mr. Rajagopal is a very experienced person, and he had served in Air Force for more than 20 years, and also he served 1 year in United Nations, and he is having a very good experience in lean manufacturing and Six Sigma, and he has helped many organizations, particularly MSMEs, and in the lean cluster, and also in he is one of the certified ZED consultant, and also he has handled many MSMEs in ZED 2.0, and many of his clients got ZED silver certification, and also many of the clients got improvement in their systems and process. He is like a person who actually gone and implemented it in the systems. And as a assessment agency, when our assessor goes, and many of the assessors has given a very positive feedback what Mr. Rajagopal and his team has done in the field. And that's like one of the reason like we asked Mr. Rajagopal to come and here to share his experience. And he can share like many number of days. But considering his schedule and our schedule, we asked him to take one particular parameters, which is quality management. And we asked him to keep it like 45 minutes to 60 minutes in today's session. And that's about Mr. Rajagopal. He is having like very detailed CV. I can go on, but I will stop it here. Yeah, the floor is yours, Mr. Rajagopal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sharath. And thank you all for joining this afternoon for my presentation. So let me share it. So training in the afternoon is always a very difficult task. You know, sitting after a lunch, making people attentive is always a challenging task. So I will try my best to give you the best value, right? So let me just share, just a minute. I hope it's shared now.
Yeah. Your screen is visible. Now it's in a desktop and PPT is opening.
Yeah, just a minute. Okay, so hope my screen is visible.
Yeah, it's clear.
Thank you very much. Thank you, RSA and team, for giving me this opportunity. And once again, thank you all for joining this program. So the topic was mastering ZED Parameter 5 in bronze. But then later I discussed with Mr. Sharath, I said, in bronze, we have only 2 documents to be uploaded. So it's better to take the complete parameter. All parameter 5 has some sub parameters, 4, 5 sub parameters for silver and gold. So it's better to take that. So that's why I just kept it mastering that parameter 5, quality management. It can be bronze, it can be silver, or it can be gold. So quality management is not a buzzword. It is something which can make or break your business. For example, imagine you brought a new smartphone expecting so many, features in that. But after purchase, you came to know that these features are not working or malfunctioning. And imagine the frustration you will have with that. So that is something, there comes a part of quality management. And that's why we say quality management is something which can break or make your business. So before coming to the parameter, I thought I will just take you to the historical perspective. So this is my profile already been discussed by Ms. Sharath. So let me skip and let me tell you the big challenges with any organization. Let it be a micro MSME unit or a multi-million-dollar company, the challenge remains same. Now, the big challenge for any organization is we can classify these challenges into 2. One, we call it as maintain, and another one we call it as transform. So maintain means it's all about maintaining your existing business. So a manufacturing company. So I don't know, Hindi is comfortable or English? I think we have participants all over India, right?
Yeah. We have participants from all over India.
So English is better or mix? Though even though मेरी हिंदी गरीब है, फिर भी मैं मतलब संभाल लूंगा, right?
Yeah.
So I think
English
it's
is
mixed
better,
or
sir.
Pardon?
Gopaal, sir, English is better for easy understanding.
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
For all.
Right. So I'll continue with it.
Thank you.
So the key challenges for any organization. So one challenge is maintain and another is transform. So this is universal. Whether it is micro, medium, small, or a large company, irrespective of this, these 2 challenges there. These are the challenges you come across daily. The maintain means the operation part, the day-to-day activities. The day-to-day activities, we classify it as maintain or nothing but operations. We can say operations means through which you earn your business profits or sustainability means this is why your business is existing, right? If your day-to-day activities or your maintenance or operations activities are not there, then your business is not there. So it's your production, selling part, customer means finding out customer, etc. Everything comes in the maintain. Means whatever business you are doing, you are maintaining that business. So without that, you cannot survive. You are finished today itself if you don't do any maintenance or operation activity. Now, the second big challenge is transform. So whatever you do today, in 5 years, see, some 2 decades back, 1 or 2 decades back, change happened maybe a decade or after 2 decades, a change happened. But now, every year so in 5 years, you can expect a total change. The way now industry is changing, In 5 years, you can expect a total change of what we are doing now. With you are already hearing about AI tools and all, how people are getting improving their productivity with AI tools. So if you are not keep on changing yourself, your organization and your people, then in 5 years, you will not be there in the business. So maintain is something which you do for today, and transform is something which you do for the future act. This means if you want to sustain in the business for future, you need to do transform activities. Transform activities are nothing but the projects. So we call it as operation and projects. Operation is also required and projects are also required. Now, what is project? It can be buying a new machine for a micro unit or a small minute, buying a new machine, or making a new product line, making a new product. All this comes in project. Why we call it as project? Because it is only one-time activity. You buy a machine and you make a new product, and it's a one-time activity. So one-time means there is a start point. You start a project here. You start a project here, and that project is sent. Right? For example, you have made a new product. Whatever product you have made, and you are making a new product, there is a time for that. Big companies, for example, automobile industries, may take some 6 months to 1 year to bring a new model in the market. Once that new model is brought in the market, then the operation will continue. But the project has to be taken. Imagine Maruti 800, even today, if they are selling that Maruti 800, then they are not in the business. Why they are in the business? Because every 6 months or 1 year or 2 years, they are bringing with a new product. They are coming with a new market, right? So it is applicable to every industry. Don't think that you are a micro unit, you are a small unit, you are a medium. No, it is applicable to every organization. Let it be micro or let it be mass. So you have to focus on your day-to-day activities. At the same time, you have to focus on new things. Today, why you are here? You all are here to hear about the ZED because you heard about ZED. Now, ZED is also taking a ZED certification is also a project, isn't it? That can be a project which can take 1 month time for you or a 2 months time for you, maybe a 4 months time. It's a project. Now, why you are taking that project? You know that you have to keep on change yourself. You have to keep continually improving yourself, right? You need to show your customers that this is all part of quality assurance. What is assurance? Assurance means giving assurance to your customer that yes, we are continuously improving our processes, systems, etc. So Z can be a project. A new product development, it can be a project, right? A quality improvement also can be a project. You are improving a quality, right? That can also be a project. So today we are going to discuss about the quality part of the project. Quality, the quality management. So why do we need to quality management? You need quality here also. Quality here also. This is one part of quality, right? You should have quality in your operations. And you should be doing projects, quality projects also. So when you say quality of operations and a quality improvement projects, combinedly we call it as quality management. So combinedly we call it as quality management. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the very simple part of this quality management as related to the ZED parameter. Quality management as a there are a lot of things are there to discuss, but let me discuss in 1 hour whatever the gist of it, right? You all may be knowing about this QMS 9001 QMS. Now, what is this 9001 QMS? 9001 QMS is nothing but a system for quality management, right? Okay. So before coming to that point, let me just come to an historical perspective of quality. Just 1 or 2 slides I will discuss about the historical perspective of quality, from where it all happened, right? So let's start with the before 1700s. Before 1700s, it was all about the industrial revolution, pre-industrial revolution, right? We call it as pre-industrial revolution. And pre-industrial revolution is all about craftsmen, right? So there used to be a craftsman in the village. They were the entrepreneur at that time. Suppose a person who is making a furniture, he was an entrepreneur at that time. He was a businessman at that time. What is the specialty of that? He was the person who is designing that furniture. He was the person who is making the furniture, and he was the person who is selling that furniture, and he was the person who is maintaining the quality of that person. So all things, everything in one person. And there used to be a face-to-face contact with the people. So now this person is responsible to them, and there is a face-to-face contact. And then after 1700s, what happened? Industrial revolution happened. Now here one specialty here is, here the specialty is it was all low volume and high variety. High variety. There was huge variety. Everybody wants different furniture and maybe one or two items. So you can take potters who makes pots, earthen pots. So that's also a kind of industry. And weavers, that's also a kind of industry. So all these craftsmen, especially craftsmen, one person, entrepreneurs. And then from there, what happened? The industrial revolution happened in Europe. And what happened? Industrial revolution, the specialty of industrial revolution was mass manufacturing. Mass manufacturing, high volume and low variety. But what happened? The price reduced with mass manufacturing, and automatically low price products came to market, and people started buying low price market. And what happened? The order automatically these people lost job. This craftsman in the village, they lost job, and because of an economical shift, economic zones started making, and these people started shifting to the economic zones. And these craftsmen became the workers there. They became the shop floor people. Now they started working in the industry. Now what happened in quality here? It was a face-to-face quality, face-to-face approach. So the person knows the person, the supplier knows the customer face-to-face. Now here, these people become the factory workers, and then there is no face-to-face thing, and there was only one focus: production. Naturally, quality took a backseat at that time. There were very good quality here, and quality became very deteriorating in this period. And then what happened? The first quality initiative taken was there was made an inspector was kept for that. Now people understood, means the business people understood there is a quality issue. Now they kept a person to find the errors. That is called the first ever initiative in quality was QI, quality inspection, right? And then they thought they can maintain the quality. But what happened? Still quality issues, they faced quality issues, and these quality issues came to the peak during the World War II. Now what happened? Second major milestone evolution historical perspective is World War II. During World War II, they really felt the need of a high quality product, process, and systems. Here, people used to do 100% inspection, but here 100% inspection was not possible for the weapons, the bullets, bombs, etc. Then came another concept called as QC, statistical quality control. And slowly, quality started improving in products, but still there were a lot of issues. And then comes another and major era of quality, that is emergence of Japan as quality leaders. Now what happened during the World War II? Japan shattered, and they came with the they were totally shattered, and America started helping them. So Japan realized that if they want to come back in economy, they have to focus on quality. And let me tell you, this was the first country who realized that quality is a competitive advantage. Quality is a competitive advantage. Japan actually realized it. Because before World War II, Japan's quality was so poor, so shabby. A Hindi song represents Raj Kapoor's Hindi song, you all know, Mera Juta Hai Japani. He was showing the torn shoes of Japan shoes. So they were so shabby condition, but they realized their economic collapse, they were totally collapsed. And the country leadership realized that if they want to come back to economy, quality is the thing that they have to focus. And then they started calling quality consultant from US. And there were two persons called Deming, Dr. Deming and Dr. Juran. And these two people actually transformed Japan industries. And Deming said that you listen to my words and I can change you. I can make you world leaders of quality. He said to the Japanese Union of Scientists and Engineers, Jews, Deming said to them, the first president, Koyanagi, he said to first president Koyanagi that you give me, in 5 years, I can change you, the world leaders in quality. And then Deming said, I was wrong. Japan actually became quality leaders in the world by 4 years. So it was all about quality. And why I'm telling this, the topic itself, when I discussed with Sharad's my stress was, so tell the importance of quality to the people, how they can benefit with the quality management. So a country was benefited with the quality management. And what happened? In another 10, 20 years, Japan virtually bombarded with their quality products in American market, and the American market really started facing the heat. And then the complete world realized and started thinking that, yes, quality is a competitive advantage. Even today, quality is a competitive advantage. Now, I don't know how many of you know about Kano model. Kano model classifies the features in 3 ways, and now quality is the must-be feature in a Kano model. Somewhere else we can discuss about Kano model. So, but I want to tell that it all started here in Japan when Japan, realized the world that quality is a competitive advantage. Now started coming a lot of initiative. Now people realize, yes, quality management is important. Now US, naturally, when US understands something, now they are very good in taking a concept and marketing it and finally making it their own. So US, UK, and all these Western countries started making their own concept, and then started coming so many new concepts like ISO 9000. ISO 9000 was not new; it actually started in 1987. But coming with the changes in ISO 9001, and then Lean actually started in Japan, and then Six Sigma, and all the concept like continuous improvement, etc., started during the last 30, 40 years. So if you notice one thing, I started writing it Industry 0.0, Industry 1.0, Industry 2.0, and Industry 3.0. Now you all must have heard about word called Industry 4.0. Even in the ZED, if you are taking a handholding in ZED, central government MSME is giving subsidy 3 lakh for the cleaner technology and any technological upgradation based on Industry 4 also. So the think tanks, they know the importance of this Industry 4. Now there is a huge migration from Industry 3.0 to 4.0. Now what is all about 4.0? Up to here, Industry 3.0, it's all about quality management concept, techniques, all paperwork, maximum Excel spreadsheets. But now everything is connected. Everything has an IP. A person has an IP. A machine has an IP. So everything in your organization can be connected with an IP. And there can be, you have a machine and you are producing from that machine, and you can take the real-time numbers from that machine and bring to a centralized database and show it in a dashboard. So data collection speed is increased, accuracy has increased. Here, we have to collect a lot of time required to analyze the data. Now you can analyze data with one click. AI, artificial intelligence, a lot of tools have already arrived for the data analysis, even Excel also. started bringing this AI tools in the Excel. You just put the things in Excel. MS Office Excel, new Excel, you have a data analysis sheet also there. So this is migrating from Industry 3.0, and let me tell you, there are many organizations, we are still in Industry 1.0. Still many organizations are here, whereas the world has reached Industry 4. Big organizations have already started adopting it 10 years back itself. I attended Industry 4 awareness program somewhere in 2012. And it was first Bosch was the company who adapted this Industry 4 completely. And there are so many companies, big companies adapted it. Now MSME has come out with a ZED, with the ZED handholding program. MSME, government of MSME is giving you subsidy for this Industry 4 technology. So my complete, bringing this slide was taking you from the pre-industrial age to Industry 4, right? And come out of this old mindset of Industry 1 concept. No manual things, no Excel. Try to have, even a micro unit can have it. These are all not costly nowadays. Very simple, very easy to use tools. You don't have to buy big softwares. Even the softwares have monthly subscription things. Okay, anyway. So is it okay so far? Shall I proceed?
Yeah, great, Rajat.
Yeah, proceed, sir.
Thank you. So let me just discuss 1 or 2 slides about this, and then we'll come to the main part. So introduction again. Now I was discussing about the quality parts, and now during 1970s and 80s, the complete world realized the quality this as a competitive advantage. And in India, there were 4 stalwarts who realized this quality as a competitive advantage and later become the evangelist of TQM and quality in India. One was Mr. Chandramohan, and I was lucky. I learned quality and TQM through him. Last December, he died. He was a person who started the Punjab Tractors Limited. And what happened during 1980s, they faced a lot of problem. They were not making any profits and lower quality products. And then he invited a Japanese team to PTL, and from there he has changed his mindset. And from there, from 1980s and by 2000, it has become a 1,000 crore company. And he wrote a book called Zero to Blue Chip. So there were 4 people: Chandramohan, then TVS Sundaram, JJ Irani, Tata Steels, and the Kimpro chairman Suresh Lalla, something I don't know exactly his name. So these 4 stalwarts were the real people who have actually started, by implementing this concept, TQM concept, in their own organization, as well as spreading and giving awareness to the other industries, their supply chain also. So Chandramohan actually started this from this person, Juran. So Juran was a person who made the Japan, and there were a lot of things Juran turned. They called this quality management thing, quality improvement, everything. Juran, Deming, these people actually made these concepts, right? So this is all about introduction part of the things. So now let's come to the another part, most important part: why quality and how it affects. Why you all do the quality? The economic effect of quality is what I am going to discuss from this slide. So if I ask you about quality, most of the people, if I ask you, what is, let me ask you the quality, define quality about a smartphone. So most of you will be describing the features. Many people get confused. They or get quality associated with the product features. Of course,
Mr. Rajagopal, Mr. Rajagopal, there are some disturbance in your network, it seems.
Okay. Is it clear now?
Yeah,
Am I audible
can you
now?
switch off your video?
Yeah, I'll stop. Right, just a minute. Meanwhile, I just wanted to ask, is it going good or no?
Yeah, it's going great. It's going great. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I will switch off my
Okay.
mobile. I think now it's.
Yeah, now
Is it
it's
okay?
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bhavani, like, is the voice quality is okay? Or someone else can confirm?
Yeah, Sharath, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, please carry on.
Thank you. So many of you, associate quality with the product features only. Of course, quality means the product features also. For example, as I have taken an example of a mobile. For example, mobile phone, if you buy, and how will you differentiate from one mobile, the quality of one mobile with other? You differentiate it with the features. What are the features? For example, why are you paying more to the maybe double than the features, double than any other mobile phone to iPhone? Maybe double or twice or thrice to an iPhone because of its features, right? The quality, the look, the design. So it can be the design of the things, the brand name. See, why are you paying for that? It's because of the design, and because of the design, it has made a brand name. So all these things are part of the quality product features, right? Of course, that is quality. That's one part of quality. But as far as an entrepreneur is concerned, an MSME is concerned, many of you do not focus the second part of the quality. The second part of the quality is called the process quality. The quality, how you are making that product in your factory. So this process quality, there are two parts of process quality, the failures, internal and external failures. Internal failures, project delays, consider, so this is some other examples. I have taken some common example. Suppose in your company, the defects you are making, right? The reworks you are doing. Many of the company do not bother about the reworks. I was there in one of the Gurgaon factory for the some, how do you say, fabric industries, textile industries. So there, while they calculating, they are putting some 3% rejection also in their cost, right? While cost accounting, they are putting 3% rejection also. So many of our Indian industries do not focus on this, but this is where your process quality lies. And here ZED actually focus this part, right? Process quality, how to reduce the quality, PPM. Now it's called PPM. Many people may be knowing about PPM parts per million, but many people are still aware, still with this percentage part, 3% rejection. How will you convert with rejection with PPM? Many people do not know that. Many people know this. Automobile industry knows about PPM because their suppliers, their OEM stress that PPM concept. But others discuss about rejection percentage. So my focus is, and the complete ZED parameter is quality management part of the ZED is here. The reducing the and root cause analysis, etc. So many of the parameters out of all the parameter 5 and sub parameters, 5, 6 sub parameters are there. Everything is focusing on this. Right? Okay. Okay, I hope it's understood. Right, now we can move to the next part. Okay, finally, yes. Finally, we all are interested in profit, isn't it? Any entrepreneur, there are no units, micro, medium, small, or large, whatever unit is maybe. Why are you doing business? Why you have become entrepreneur? Many people during my, I used to give entrepreneur training also, entrepreneurship training. So I ask everyone why you're doing business. So just for the sake of answering, people say for doing social things and doing something to the society or my passion, etc., nothing. We all are doing business for one because our prime motto should be getting profit. All other things come after that only. If you are not making profit in your business, better do not do that business. Don't do any business work. Even the non-profit organization, NGO also, we call it as non-profit organization or NGO, even they also need some profit. Without profit, you cannot survive. And let profit as a prime motto. Yes, profit has to be there. Then only you can contribute to the society. If you don't, you are not going to contribute to your society from your pocket. Yes, if you have a very big pocket, of course you can do. And how did you get that big pocket? Through making this small profit over a period of time. So profit is the most important factor, right? So the economic effect of the quality is the profit. How do you bring the profit? If you bring with the better features, and then you can increase your sales. And if you reduce your process errors, so you are reducing the cost. Now, let me tell you, now I see there are a lot of lean schemes also going on, and we are already running 3 clusters and lean clusters. Now, in the lean also, I talk about this only to them. Let me tell you, getting profit from your customer is a very, very difficult job nowadays. If you are not focusing on reducing the cost, this is not the scenario of somewhere 10 years back or 20 years back. With the sales, you can get a good profit. No, your sales price is decreasing. Your sale price is decreasing every year. The customer is demanding lesser and lesser price from you, and your cost is increasing. So the profit you can focus on here. If you are not focusing on the reducing the cost, you will not be able to make a decent profit nowadays. So you understood. I hope you understood the economic effect of the quality, right? Next, what are the different parts of quality? As I said, during the Industrial Revolution, the first quality initiative was quality inspection. And then comes the SQC, statistical quality control. And then after World War II, people have realized, no, with this inspection and quality control, it's not sufficient. We need to have a quality assurance. Now, what is quality assurance? You need to give assurance to the customers that we are maintaining our quality by going. What is this ZED certification? You know what is ZED certification? Why are you doing? You are actually doing the quality assurance part because you want to show your customer. You are giving your assurance to the customer. Yes, I'm a ZED certified company. That means I have certain process systems. So quality, it can be a quality assurance part. And above this comes the quality management. So now, if you see the structure, quality management involves everything. So when you discuss about quality management, that means you have quality inspection in that, you have quality control in that, you have quality assurance in that. So what is quality management? Quality management means planning, control, improvement, everything comes in the quality management. And then later it becomes total quality management. Now, what do you call total quality management? Earlier, quality management was the mere responsibility of the quality person. And later, Japanese realized that no, quality should be there everywhere. In your sales team also, there should be quality processes. There should be having quality way of talking to people, or there should be having a quality everywhere. Whether it is a service center, there also you should have quality, total quality management, right? Okay, so let's come to that. What are the parameters we have in ZED? So in the ZED bronze, silver and gold, there are 5 sub-parameters that there should be a quality policy in place. The quality requirements for product and processes are established and monitored. Training is imparted to all relevant people. Periodic quality audits are in place. The root cause analysis, RCA, root cause analysis, RCA, corrective and preventive action processes are in place, and mechanism for review of quality management system by senior management is in place. So these are the 5 parameters of the Z parameters, which auditor will come and check in the parameter 5, right? So in bronze, there is only one document that is to be uploaded. It is just this training part. Whether you have imparted training to your people, a training attendance sheet is must while uploading a bronze certificate. So for a bronze parameter, that is enough that you are conducting training in your organization. But when you move from bronze to silver, that itself is not enough. You have to fulfill these 5 parameters, 6 parameters, right? So one by one, let me discuss. So I thought it is rather than discussing on slides, it is better I will show some real slides, which our team consultants were doing for the Z certification. So next is first part is quality policy. So quality policy in place. Now, let me tell you one more thing. If you have an ISO 9001 QMS certified with an IF logo, then this parameter is exempted. Why? You are already following all these things, right? So if you are not having an ISO is not mandatory for silver or gold parameter. ISO is not a mandatory. But if you have ISO, that parameter will not be checked. So the first parameter which is going to be checked by the auditor is the quality policy. But let me tell you, many people make quality policy just either by downloading or some consultant will give them the quality policy statement, right? But whenever I go, I used to give a statement. Yes, of course, I give a draft statement to them, but I always tell them why this quality policy is important. If you are not understanding that policy, what is a policy? Now, let me tell you, the policy is the gist of everything. What is happening? Actually, all your formats, your processes will evolve from this policy. Actually, let me tell you one simple example. The ZED. From where the first, when it was all started, when our Prime Minister gave a speech in his first term in 2015 August. The speech in Red Fort, he mentioned about this, that we should be focusing on zero effect and zero defect. So what is a job of a leader? To bring with a policy or a vision or a statement, that's all. Now the people now bring the processes, and from that leadership, that vision, and then follows everything. So the first was started in 2015 August speech. Zero effect, zero defect. And he has given the vision. The Prime Minister's role is to give vision to the country. And that vision was given. And now there are departments who take that lead vision and make it into practice. And the MSME was there, QC was there to make it fulfill that practice, right? So similarly, quality policy is something like that. The owner of the company has to understand that, right? The owner of the company, so there should be a vision. Let it be micro, medium, small, whatever. The Reliance also wants a micro company, right? They had a vision. The story of Dhirubhai Ambani was working in a petrol station in somewhere in UAE or some Gulf countries, somewhere in 1960s. So he had a vision not to own a petrol pump. He had a vision to own a petroleum refinery. That is what his vision. Seeing an apple tree in the apple seed is vision. Disney's land. Somebody visited the Disneyland, and the visitor was telling that what a pity it was. Disneyland, Walt Disney could not see, because before Disneyland becoming a reality, Walt Disney died. So visitor said, what a pity that he could not see his creation. So the manager has been there, he heard and he said that, no, sir, you are seeing this Disneyland now. Walt Disney saw this even before, 20 years back. So vision is something seeing, but 20 years, where is your company to be after 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years? That is vision. And many people lack vision. Of course, there are a lot of lectures on vision and all, but you should always have big thinking. It's not necessary that you will be reaching to the same thing what you are saying. No, it's not like that. You may keep a big thinking or big vision, but sometime it leads to there. Somewhere, right? If you are constantly thinking, it will happen. So vision and mission, from the vision is somewhere where you want to be in 15 years. Mission is somewhere you are for the 3 years. From the vision, it starts the mission, and from the mission comes the quality policy. Right? That's the real way, actually. It's not like just a statement. So we should focus on that. Otherwise, you can make a simple document. Nobody is going to, yes, you made a document, quality policy is there. But why ZED has brought that quality policy parameter in this? Just to see, out of 10 units, if 2 units taken it seriously, that's a good thing. I don't see, I have done more than 200 units, lean, ZED and all. So Pareto applies everywhere. So out of 200, some 20% of people understand it and then they focus on it, right? So that's policy. You can take policy also seriously. Many people do not take it seriously. That's why that does not mean making a 2-page policy. No, well, 1-page policy is enough. 1-page policy enough, but that policy should state about the continual improvement and total employee involvement. These 2 things should be there in the policy, right? Okay, next. See, the World Institute, we are committed. You are showing the commitment, somebody coming outside the organization. If I go and see their audit quality policy, I read the policy. There are people, there are suppliers, there are OEMs who come and read and what is the policy you have written. It's not for the sake of writing something, right? And see, continual improvement is something which you should have. See, 1 page is enough. That's enough. So whatever you want, leadership is expressed in very few words. That's what you have to do there, right? Okay. Okay, this I'll discuss later. Right. So by the time I'll discuss about the other few parameters like root cause analysis, etc. So for that I have taken the real example only. Okay. So my screen is visible, right?
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So, okay. So there is one cause like product process, etc. has to be specified, and your processes, etc. quality requirements, etc. has to be written there. So one example is your this document is one example where you can write your processes. You can write down the processes, right? What is the process? For example, a manufacturing company, there may be different process. Somewhere it may be a drilling. Somewhere, for example, you are making a fabricated item. So pipes and channels are there. So these pipes and channels you have to first cut into pieces. So cutting is a process, right? Cutting is a process, and then that cut piece will go for a welding. So or a grinding. So grinding is another process. And then after grinding, you will weld it, join it. Welding is another process. So you have to write down the process and all this parameter and of the processes, and then accordingly the output of the process. What is that you are expecting? So it's not an easy task, but you have to. If it is done, it will be very useful for you. Right? For example, in a yarn factory, means a fabrication industry or a textile industry. Yarn is something which is very important. So yarn receiving. So there are a lot of things coming. So how will you check? How much percentage you will check? So every organization will have different situations. Suppose a micro unit, there is no inspector. What will you do? Can you do 100% checking? No, you may take 1 or 2. Right? So it depends upon a micro unit to the big units. When a unit is big, so naturally the parameters also will go big. right? So many things you will check. You have people, a micro, maybe one person is there. Maybe in small or a medium industry, there may be at least 5-6 people for the quality purpose only. So they will have more and more things to check and more things to develop. So it depends upon the type of industry and what type of processes you are having. So very simply, you have to write down the processes and what are the things that you are doing during the approval process or how you will check the quality, etc. Whatever you do, make it in a document, that's all. Now you may be following some processes. If you can document that processes and putting some numbers into this, whenever you are doing something, the quantitative part also is important. For example, welding. Welding is a process. In the welding, you can write what is the welding current that is to be set. That's a process control measure. So these are what I'm discussing is not only for the product, I'm discussing about the processes also. So this is one document which you can use, this kind of a document. And then comes the root cause analysis, etc. So for the root cause, simple root cause also can be done, and a very complicated Six Sigma type or quality circle type of a root cause can also be done. Say I used to be quality judge for CII, Confederation of Indian Industries. For last 5 years, I am the permanent judge for Chandigarh chapter, Himachal chapter, UP chapter, and the final thing. I used to go for there. Every year, so far I have evaluated more than 2,000 projects. Projects from Maruti, projects from Tata, and big companies projects I have evaluated. That is called quality circle projects. So quality circle will have a lot of other things. But here in this Z, it's all about bringing the root cause analysis. So how can you bring the root cause analysis? So very simple way what we used to do is just list down what is the quantity that you have taken, right, for the stitching quantity. For example, this is quantity and this is your daily stitching, right? Suppose daily 1,825. Now you have out of this, there is 25 rejects and these 25 reworks have been done, right? Collect this data likewise. And when you collect this data, rework, how many rework? So very simple, you can very simply take, now in this, my pen will not work. So I need to, okay. Anyway, I'll just focus on this. Okay, so 25 divided by 1827, what is the percentage? 1.37%. Now, many people do this in percentage. Of course, you can do it in percentage also. No need to convert it in ppm. But you should understand, ppm is the word nowadays people are using. Now, for example, this company produces more than 10 lakh pieces in a year. 10 lakh becomes million. So by looking this 1.37% rework, everybody will know it's just less than 2%. That means 98% I am okay. 98.63% I am okay. That looks good when you're doing in hundreds. When you're doing in 100, 1% is a very good figure because what is the defect? Only one defect in 100. But can you tell me when you take this in a million, 10 lakhs, and you are operating in 1%, how much defects you are making? Can anyone tell that? You are making 10 lakh pieces and you are making 1% defects. So your defects will become 10%. So ppm will be 1%, ppm means 10,000 defects. So imagine this, 1.37 means 13,000 bits. That means if you are making 10 lakh pieces, 13,000 pieces are defects. 13,000 reworks you are doing. Imagine the cost you are going to involve in that. So the first thing is understanding the ppm. Now then with the ppm, you all know many people are expert in making the pivot chart. Just put the pivot chart. If I am using this in this one, what do you say, Microsoft Office means I can get the automatic analysis, but here I have to put a pivot chart. So in the pivot chart, if I do this, what is the date? So let me take the date here and the revert ppm here. And if I take that, the average, so this is the average. Every month I will get August, what is the average? September, what is the average? And then you put it in a plot or put it in a chart, then that gives you the analysis, right? So this is very, very important. Taking this, how do you say, your collecting the data. See, many of the parameters are documents, but these 4 or 5 parameters are really collecting the data and analyzing. And this is the real help for the industries. For example, whenever I take data collection, I also ask them to take the reasons, because if you have reasons, you can then analyze the reason in a Pareto chart for the root cause analysis. Suppose these are the reasons. Now, if that reason, if I am putting it in a Minitab, and even in Excel also you do, but since I have Minitab, I do it in Minitab, right? So even that you can do it in Excel and find out what are the major root cause. So suppose Pareto, I think many people may be or may not be knowing Pareto. Pareto will tell you what is the root cause. For example, quality tools, Pareto, if I put this in Pareto into this, okay. So see this. What is Pareto? Pareto is a rated comparison. Now, if you can see this, I had around so many, what do you say, defect items, reasons, but which defect I should focus. Now, Pareto will tell you which defect is more serious and where you should focus. For example, my 2 defects, broken stitch and overlock, is taking 58.8% of my reworks. So my first focus will be focusing on broken stitch and overlock, and I train people on this, find out why it is happening, why analysis for this, and then I will focus and I will first reduce these 2. Then I will go to the next part. So Pareto is a tool to tell you where you have to focus first. Otherwise, you will not know where to focus first. So this is part of root cause analysis. Root cause analysis means find out what are the reasons, major reasons for that, and then focus on that. So Pareto is a prioritizing term. So we don't have time to discuss fully about all these things. So I'll just tell about what is the root cause steps. Very simple root cause analysis only you have to do. No need to go for a quality circle project type of thing. No, root cause are really, really simple things, right? Very simple root cause analysis. Okay. See, for example, there was some rework rejection, and what are the reasons for that? Right, they were having some rejections. So just a logical root cause analysis required, right? So you have to first brainstorm what are the reasons, and then you will collect data, how many times it happens. So it will tell you, this data will tell you, Pareto will tell you which where you have to focus. So the major things are welding defect and punching out. So then do a why analysis. Why this? Say then do a corrective action. This is what is required, and this is what the Z is, and corrective action, make a corrective action. So 2-page document, and similarly, likewise, you can have, so a proper logical root cause, not much fancy. See, even Japanese people believe on very simple. They make all the process in just one A3 sheet. So 1-2 sheet is enough for a RCA, but there should be a logic, there should be a data collection. If auditor come and ask, well, where is the data? You can show this Excel sheet. See, this is two different thing, but you can show that, right? Where is the data? From where did you get? We have collected data from this and then we have analyzed it. So data will tell you the truth, okay? And this way you have to do it, right? RCA, very simple, right? Even you can ask your people. People are experts. See, I sit for call these 5 people and ask, do a brainstorming and brainstorming there. It's all about continuously doing these kind of activities. Now that's why I said these are all projects. These are all part of your, not part of your what you say, the day-to-day activities. So many of time people try to skip it, but your day-to-day activities are also important, and taking such projects are also important. Now comes the organization performance chart. So organization performance, you can have a chart like this. And here you can say about, see, now there are so many parameters. Now in the quality parameters, see this. You can keep that there is a point called periodic review by the senior management. So how will you do the periodic review? For example, see this. This is the point that they are taking, right? Periodic review by the senior management. Periodic review by the senior management. So how will you do that? So there can be an Excel sheet where you are mentioning what is the PPM, what is the customer rejection PPM, what is my target in April, May, June. Now my PPM target is, actually this PPM is very high. We have to keep the target less. The PPM should be less than 5,000, right? So, but we are monitoring it, and constantly we will do something to do that, right? But instead, this is all about, right? And then there is a, and then every month rejection is there. What is the customer rejection, non-rejection, cost of our quality, etc., etc. Right. So these are the quality management part things. And finally, before concluding, I will just wanted to show you one slide. So suppose imagine that you are in an army, and you need to have some task force for an operation. And if you are conducting a shooting test and wanted to select one person, ABCD out of ABCD, which person will you select?
D only.
D, right? Okay, good.
That accuracy.
So we all select D, right?
Accuracy
now,
and precision.
Yeah, now one person is to be rejected. Which person will you reject? You will reject this person, right? A is out of the target. All A and B means the blue line is a target. So you are going to select this person undoubtedly, and they are going to reject this person undoubtedly. But you want to select one more person. Which person will you select?
C.
Now we have a lot of doubts, means whether to C or B.
Yeah, B.
Isn't it?
You should so look at
So
B.
many people will say B, and many people will say C.
Yeah, no, it's question of precision and accuracy, no? So
Yeah, it's question of precision and accuracy. But my question is, my focus is, which is easy to achieve and which is difficult to achieve?
sure, C should be easy to achieve because
No, C is difficult to achieve. Precision is something difficult to achieve. This is easy to achieve. Now, see, imagine, see this, if you see the pattern of this D and C, the same are both pattern, only thing it is shifted from the center. Right. So it can be a gun error.
It can be, it is debatable
not a
in
person
fact.
error.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
right. So my first focus is, now comes to our, everybody wants this, right? And this is true with everyone. Your customer want their order to be delivered on time with the quality like this. This is what your customer. So D is not a person. D is a system. Your customer wants like this. Customer want to order you something on time, and this one. and customer is expecting that is to be delivered on time in the cost and everything like this, like a D, right? So you are also expecting same thing from your supplier. So this is something called accuracy and precision. So it's not about accuracy alone and the precision alone, bringing both accuracy and precision to the end. See, for example, if you are going for a flight, so you are suppose my case, I'm traveling from Chandigarh to Mumbai, for example. I went, imagine it was in a COVID time and that to a winter time, imagine. And I was called 4 hours before to the flight. And when I reached the airport, I came to know I reached 11 o'clock is my time, and I reached 4 hours before the flight, before the takeoff. And then I got a message, the flight is delayed by another 2 hours. So again, variation, not precise, not accurate. There are a lot of variations. So nobody wants variation. No customer will suffer the variation. Suppose it happened to me twice. It happened to me with Jet Airways somewhere in 2012, 2014, when I used to travel for the training purposes. Of course, my client organization book it. So I cannot say which flight to book. Two times they booked the Jet Airways, and both 2 times it was delayed somewhere when before they were getting closed. So I think somewhere 2013 or 14 or somewhere was that period. It was delayed. And when second time it was delayed, naturally I called the client and said, no, please do not book in Jet, book in some other organization. So no customer is going to suffer the variation, right? So quality is all about getting the variation and precise items. So thank you so much, right? So that's all. So Sharad sir, you can.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr.
Take it
Rajagopal. There is a one question from one person.
Yeah.
Please clarify whether signing of the top management in quality policy is mandatory or not.
Yes. See, let me tell you, signing is a mandatory. Like, because when you sign it, it shows. Like, it can be taken from a printout. They print out, and just for the purpose of audit, it may be put. Right. When you sign, the leadership signs that it says that yes, top management is committed on this. So my thing is, yes, it should be signed. It should be displayed also, because quality policy is also, it's nowhere it is written that it should be displayed. It's not a this one, what you say, it is not a mandatory thing, but when you display it, it shows here this one. So I request it can be displayed also.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
It is not for you, it's for the people who are coming and seeing the, you're assuring to your clients and commitment. Your commitment is assured to the clients, right? Yeah.
If it is like displayed in your website, even if it is displayed in your marketing material, even without sign also fine, because you are giving it in front of your customers. But if it is not there, then it's recommended to have a signature on the top management.
Yes, I agree with you, because many times what happened, many organizations have everything in their system. So uploading a PDF document will be a server data consuming or space consuming. That time just a PDF file will help. So that can also. But it is evident that everything is there in the system, and then it is handled. Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Mohit, we will share the videos, you will get that details and everything from us. So thank you, Mr. Rajagopal, and you have covered from quality introduction and industry 1.0 to 4.0 and quality policy, and also some examples with simple root cause and 5I and kappa and reviews. And I know it needs more time, and only 1 hour is given, and you have done a great job. And we will have another 5 minutes. If anybody is having any questions, I know that we said it's still 3:30. We already gone above 10 minutes. So another 5 minutes. If anybody is having any questions, feel free to ask Rajagopal. You can unmute yourself, or you can raise your hand in digital hand, and one by one we can go whichever way. Anybody is having any questions for Mr. Rajagopal? Okay, so it seems no questions. Mr. Rajagopal, thank you very much. Thank you for taking time and making this presentations and also sharing your experience also and giving with examples and giving the actual showcase of that documents and records, which definitely would be given an idea to all the peoples and including me. And also like we are planning upcoming webinars in other parameters and we will inform in advance. And also like many of our ecosystem people join. So thank you, Mr. Ashwini Kumar and Pavitrakar and Mr. Purushottam. So there are many of the assessors also joined, Mr. Rajagopal. So, Mr. Ashwini Kumar, if you want to say something, you can say.
No, thanks. It was a good information
Yeah.
for all concerned, covering a wide spectrum on quality within a short period of time. Thank you very much, Mr. Rajagopal, and thank you, Sarat Sab, for organizing this seminar. I'm sure it's going to benefit such webinars. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So any MSMEs here, and if you need any support related to ZED or Lean, you can directly contact Mr. Rajagopal, or you can contact any of our representative. We can connect with him if you need any support in terms of consulting or any areas. So thank you everyone. Thank you very much. So we will, as there is no questions, we will close this session now. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Radha Gopal
Thank you
sir,
so
and thank you, Sarath and
Thank you.
RSJ team.
Thank you very much,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot to Mr. Sarath and
Yeah.
of course Mr. Rajagopal.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sarat sir.
Thank you, G.
Thank you. It was good to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, G.